Hello, my name is Enrique Ronceros, and welcome to Learn English with the Beatles. Today we are going to study the grammar within the song And I Love Her by the Beatles. Within the song And I Love Her, we can find different examples of sentences and phrases that we can consider part of a grammar aspect of English language. So let's explore them. The first one that we are going to see is the present simple affirmative. The present simple affirmative is a tense that we use to talk about habitual or repeated actions in the present, like, for example, routines, habits, general truth, or scientific facts. Let's see the structure of the sentences in the present simple affirmative. First, there is a subject. It is the person, animal, thing, or idea that executes the action of the sentence. The verb is the word that represents that action. And the complement or object is the person, animal, thing, or idea again that receives the action expressed by the verb. Let's see some examples of this in the song. First we have, I give her all my love. This sentence represents that the subject, in this case, I, give a woman, give her all my love all the time. That is something that is not going to change. The second example that we have in the song is, that's all I do. That's all I do. In this case, the subject is the love that the person gives, replaced by the word that. That is all I do. So it's habitual, it can be a routine. Another example, she brings me everything. In this case, the subject is a woman who brings me everything all the time as a habit. And finally, we have, I love her. I love her. That's something that is true. It's a general truth and it's a fact. So it's in the present tense. The next grammar topic that we will find in the song is demonstratives. Demonstratives are words that indicate the location of an item in relation to the speaker. And they are classified both according to the distance from the speaker to the object and according to the number of objects. According to the distance, we can consider near or far, and according to the number, singular and plural. When the object is singular and near to the speaker, we use this. When it is singular and is located far away from the speaker, we use that. In the case of plurals, when it is close to the speaker, we use these, and when it is far from the speaker, we use those. In the song, we have, that's all I do. That, something that is far from the person, in this case, only giving her love and doing anything else, is that. Okay, that's all I do. That is the only thing I do. Another example is, I know this love of mine will never die, and I love her. I know this love of mine will never die. In this case, this means that the love that the person feels for the woman is inside him. So it's more than close. The next topic we are going to talk about is subject pronouns. Subject pronouns are small words that replace nouns, that replace the names of people or the names of things, the name of objects, in the position of the subject, I mean to the left of the verb or before the verb when speaking. These are the three main parts of a sentence: the subject, the verb, and the object. Subject pronouns are the following: in singular, first person I, second person you, third person he, she, or it, and in plural, first person we, second person you, and the third person they. Let's see some examples of subject pronouns in the song. The first one is I give her all my love. I, myself, my person. My person gives her all his love. The next example is and if you saw my love, and if you saw my love. In this case, you is the subject of the sentence, you saw my love, and it's a pronoun as well. Then we have, she brings me everything. She brings me everything. This is another example in which the subject is a woman, she. She is the person who brings me everything. And finally we have, I love her. I love her. I am the person who loves her. As there are subject pronouns, there also are object pronouns. They are really similar because they also replace the nouns or names, but in this case they act in the position of the object. It is after the verb or at the right of the verb if we are talking about written sentences. Let's know which are the subject pronouns. Well, in the singular we have me for the first person, you for the second person, him, her, or it for the third person, depending who is the person that receives the action of the verb. And in the plural, we have us, you, and them, depending on who are the people receiving the action of the verb. Let's see some examples in the song. First, I give her all my love. In this case, the object pronoun is her. So I give a woman, I give a female person all my love. The object is her. Another example is this. You'd love her too. You'd love her too. You would love her, that person, that woman. Then we have, she brings me everything. She brings me everything. In this case, I am the person who receives the action of the verb bring. That's why I say she brings me everything. She brings to the first person singular everything. And finally, we have our most famous phrase, I love her. I love her. I love that woman, that person who is the receptor of my love. After object pronouns, we are going to see possessive adjectives. Let's go with them. Possessive adjectives are small words that indicate possession or ownership. They indicate whom an item belongs to. The way we use them is by placing them before a noun. They are in the singular for the first person, my, for the second person, your, for the third person, his, her, or its, and in the plural, our for the first person, your for the second person, and their for the third person. Let's see the examples in the song. I give her all my love. I give her all my love, the love that belongs to me, the love that I possess. So we can say that what I give her is all the love of mine, all the love I possess. Let's see another example. And if you saw my love, you love her too. The explanation is almost the same. What the person could or couldn't see is my love, the love that belongs to me. In this case, love refers to a person. Then there is another example. The kiss my lover brings, she brings to me. Once again, we are using my to represent the possession of, in this case, a lover. That is the lover that I have. In the song, there are also some examples of possessive pronouns. Possessive pronouns are small words that also indicate possession or ownership, but the difference from possessive adjectives is that the pronouns replace the noun that represents the owner of the object. In the case of the song, the structure that we are going to use is the following: noun plus of or noun plus like, and then the possessive pronoun. Mine, yours, his, her, its, ours, yours, and theirs. Let's see a couple of examples from the song. The first one says, a love like ours could never die. A love like ours. A love like the one that belongs to you and me. In this case, ours is the first person plural. And the second example is, I know this love of mine will never die. In the song, there are also a couple of complex sentences containing conditionals. Conditionals are complex sentences in which a condition is necessary to happen for a result to be possible. There are many kinds of conditional sentences. No matter what kind of conditional it is, all of them have two clauses. A clause is a phrase or a sentence that has a complete idea in it. It contains a subject and a verb. In the case of conditionals, they are two: the conditional clause and the result clause. The conditional clause contains the condition that is necessary to happen, and the result clause, as its name says, contains the result after the condition. The position of the clauses can be both the conditional clause at the beginning and the result clause then, or the result clause at the beginning and the conditional clause then. But when the conditional clause comes before the result clause, it is compulsory to put a comma between them. Let's see some examples in the song. And if you saw my love, you love her too. If you saw my love, that's the condition, you would love her too. The condition is talking about something unreal or imaginary. If you saw my love, which means in the case that you could see my love, if it were possible, and the result clause says, you would love her too. We can change the position of the clauses and say, you love my love if you saw her. Another example of conditionals is this. A love like ours will never die as long as I have you near me. Whenever you are near me, our love won't die. We can also change the position of the clauses, but in this case, we need to add a comma. As long as I have you near me, a love like ours will never die. We can also use unless, when, among others, to express condition. So, for example, we can say, when you saw my love, you'd love her too. Well, that's all about the grammar within the song And I Love Her. Please don't forget to subscribe and share my channel. Thank you very much for your attention and see you soon with another grammar within the song. Bye!